What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I am currently on the test server. We're gonna have a look at the new Aura School of Damage, the new Radiance characters. We have 3 legendaries, 3 epics, and 1 rare. We're gonna check how the Aura mechanics actually work. I don't really have extremely high hopes for them. In the past, they were not necessarily some of the best. What they were shining at was being good at progression, but they've changed that. Amoladia, she doesn't have full crit rate anymore, which means that you need to give her crit rate. And because of it, that progression pro that they had is kind of like gone. Before we get into that, if you guys want to put your hand on free rewards, make sure you guys click on the link in the description down below or the pinned comment. Use code Skratch. You're going to be able to claim some free rewards. You're going to get to help and support the channel, and you're going to be able to put your hand on more free rewards like Helialite dice, gems, and tons of other goodies. This event will come to an end pretty soon. If you've done it in the past, you will have to do it again. Make sure you don't miss some free rewards, guys. It doesn't cost you absolutely nothing. And I'm seeing that a lot of you guys still did not use any codes whatsoever. But let's quickly talk about the characters. The whole idea with the aura. So, Radiance damage dealers that deal radiant damage triggers counter strike when attacked and enhances counter strike while under blaze. So basically, they will gain a thing called aura energy, which will be like a different bar under the ultimate energy bar. The whole idea is that they will have a cooldown on their skills. If I remember it correctly from the past, they did not used to have the cooldown. It used to be based on how much aura energy they have, and when that's filled, they are able to use their skills. But that changed as well. The ultimate, pretty much the same, and it will be like this for all of the characters, okay? I'm quickly gonna read you the skills for the exclusive, then we're gonna go in and check how they actually work, right? When taking direct damage, has a chance of triggering Blaze, dealing attack damage to the attacker. So Blaze launches one attack on the attacker. It's basically a counter attack. The trigger Blaze can be enhanced by consuming 5 aura energy, reducing the damage taken by 20%, and adding 8% max HP radiant damage for this attack, and gains 1 stack of Sacred Crown. Sacred Crown, each stack increases the max HP by 1% up to 50 stacks. But of course, in order for that to happen, they do need to get to counter attack pretty damn often to make sure that you are stacking that HP. Now, that's important because this character won't just be dealing damage based on the attack and the crit damage. It will deal damage based on the HP as well. So the higher the HP, the bigger that damage will be. For every 500 attack Amoladia has, the damage reduction of the aura enhanced blaze is increased by an extra 4% up to a maximum of 40%. So that means that you could potentially have a 60% damage reduction, okay? Pretty damn good. The battle skill, which is in a diamond shape, deals attack radiant damage centered on the current target and gains shield of 150% attack and 10% max HP for 10 seconds. Is a bit of a mistake there with the text. If the aura energy is above 50, consumes 15 aura energy to upgrade the shield to double the value. Also gains Radiant Vein while the shield is active, which will increase the radiant damage dealt by 25%. And the ultimate, which is another wall of text in a diamond shape, gains 10 aura energy when he's using the skill and deals attack and max HP radiant damage to enemies within range. For each enemy hit, gains an additional 5 aura energy. Afterwards, launches follow-up attacks on the target area. For every 25 aura energy the hero has, an additional attack is made, dealing more attack radiant damage and max HP damage. So basically, you have that extra bar of energy underneath the ultimate energy, which will slowly get consumed either when you are using this skill, either when you get to counter attack because the enemy hits you, and that will trigger the effect from the passive. Now, if we are having a look at one of the different ones, for example, one of the epics, if I remember it correctly, she used to be the better version, but I know for a fact that they've changed her a long time ago. I'm not sure how effective she will be. That's something that we are going to discover down the line while we're going to test multiple teams with them. Right now, I'm not here to test each one of the characters individually and see which one is the best epics or legendary. Is to basically show you how the whole mechanic works. So, Radiance, damage dealer that deals radiant damage and enhances attacks by consuming aura energy. So we don't really have mentions of counter-attacking or anything here because this is not the exclusive. When using a basic attack, the hero can consume 10 aura energy to deal an additional 10% max HP radiant damage. So it seems like pretty much all of them will have to do something with a max HP. Now, one of the main things to keep in mind is that you will want to build your team around characters that can boost the aura energy on your main damage dealer as much as possible to be able to maximize the effect of aura energy. With a battle skill, gains 20 aura energy and attacks enemies within range 3 times, dealing radiant damage. Big deal, right? Nothing special there. With the ultimate, gains 30 aura energy and deals attack radiant damage to enemies. If the aura energy is above 50, consumes 20 aura energy to deal an additional hit/damage. So, based on that, if the epics are just not able to really push your entire team with more aura energy, it doesn't really make them that great. This gains aura energy. This when any ally aura hero has over 50, the hero grants damage up to them. This is a good buff right here. Then the ultimate grants aura energy to all aura allies. Straight off the back, we can see that she is the better epic. You get damage up and it will fill the team with aura energy. So that's what you want to look at, okay? If you are going for the exclusive, you're going to want to have a good team around her to be able to boost her aura energy so she can just go ham left and right and enhance the shields, enhance the damage, enhance the counter attack, the damage reduction, everything that comes from her. So this epic right here is actually pretty good. If we have a look at her, you have for each buff on the hero, it gains damage up, whatever. Gains 25 aura energy and deals damage. If the aura energy is above 50, consumes some of it to extend the duration of all of the hero's current buffs by 3 seconds. Okay. Then gains aura energy and crit damage up for 10 seconds. Whenever an aura ally attacker, for the next 10 seconds. Whenever an aura ally attacks, not attacker, the hero performs coordinated attack, dealing damage. So basically is joining in the attack. Is a 3% max HP, which means that you want to give her a lot of max HP rather than giving her very high attack for this particular thing. The whole idea is to get her in there and just join in as many attacks as possible. But these are the epics. Now we have Linkus and Dianta, which they were both well known as being kind of like the activators for the other one. So her aura energy is kept at 150 and regenerates by 5 every 2 seconds. And her basic attacks launch bouncing orbs that can bounce between enemies up to 4 times, dealing damage, max HP damage. Then the battle skill deals damage to enemies within range and grants all aura allies 15 aura energy. Very, very good, because that's what you're looking for. Characters that can buff your team with as much aura energy. If that energy is above 50 for her, she will consume 20 to grant aura allies 15 more aura energy. Really, really nice. Then the ultimate deals damage to enemies within range and creates a magic circle in the target area. When enemies inside the circle are hit by an attack that includes bonus damage from an aura hero's HP, the attacker restores 5 aura energy. Very, very good. Because you use this ultimate first, you will apply defense down with her, and then whenever the other characters are using their skills, they will regain aura energy. Then, every 4 times this energy restoration effect is triggered, she will deal additional damage, which makes her pretty damn good to apply the defense down with the Witch's Remains. Not as good as other characters that have 4, 5, 6 multi-hits directly, but slowly and surely, that defense down will get applied by her too. And out of the entire team, at least from the legendary ones, it seems like she might be the best one to apply it. She can consume aura energy to extend its duration, and every 20 aura energy consumed extends the duration by 1 second because she puts this magic circle that lasts for 8 seconds. And we have Linkus. He's actually reworked too, of course, but you have the passive. Gains 60 aura at the start of the battle, and the aura ally with the highest attack, other than himself, will also gain 60 aura. Bank your main damage dealer, which will be the exclusive if you build a team around them. With the battle skill, gains aura energy, then attacks all enemies 3 times, dealing attack and max HP damage. And the ultimate, another huge wall of text, deals attack radiant damage to all enemies, and the hero and the aura ally with the highest attack will gain 40 aura energy and 30% damage up for 10 seconds. So once again, your main damage dealer together with him. So this is, think about Centralia and Lelwonis. Centralia will constantly buff your Lelwonis. It's pretty much more or less a very similar thing. Afterwards, summons an accompanist to follow the aura ally with the highest attack. The accompanist disappears when Linkus runs out of aura energy. I do remember having us a different aura character as well in the game, but it seems like he was not added this time around. What we're quickly going to do, guys, we're going to head onto the dummy just to show you basically how they work, okay? I'm going to put in a couple of different support characters too, and we're quickly going to check their skill haste. Dianta will use her ultimate at 11.7, which will apply the defense down. She will use it at 20, and he will use it at 11.8. So right before the exclusive Amoledia, right? We don't have crazy talents on them because I don't have materials to get the talents fully anyway, and it's no point to do it. But that's the whole idea. You build her for damage. The more HP you can squeeze on her, the better. I haven't really checked all of the talents to see what they're kind of like doing, but after consuming aura energy, the hero has attack increased by 10% for 10 seconds, or when the talent owner deals damage that scales with max HP, the damage is increased by 8%. Her exclusive increases the hero's max aura energy to 150 from 100, and at the start of the battle gains 50 aura energy. When casting an ultimate skill, the hero gains an additional 50 aura energy, which will enable her to just get in the hits that she needs to, and of course, stack up that HP as high as possible. So she is designed to kind of like take part in a long time fight. We can increase either the crit damage with the aura or the attack, depending on what we're picking, but we're going to stick with a crit damage one, and let's go into the fight. You see they have the other bar underneath the ultimate energy, and that just increases. So once it's full, you cannot accumulate more, but then whenever you take actions or you get hit, she's going to start to basically drop some of the ultimate energy. Now, versus the dummy, it is a bit different, but even now you saw that it dropped. And you saw that the other one was able to apply the defense down on everybody as soon as Amoledia started dealing damage. You see, right now we have the defense down on 3 targets. He took his turn, 1, 2 hits, 3. And now she's attacking 2, and she applied defense down on everybody else. So that makes her pretty good to apply the defense down. Not the best in the game, but for this particular team comp, she will be the best to apply the defense down. And the damage is pretty good. Of course, scaling off her own HP and being able to stack everything up is going to be a bit more beneficial. But that's something that we will have to try in an actual boss fight where we can take damage and all that stuff, right? Because the dummies are just dummies. They're not really doing much. So we have defense down on 2 characters. We have 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and the 4th is making her use the ultimate skill again, which is pretty much apply defense down to almost all of the other characters. And you have that circle right there that will consume the aura energy, and it can be extended to last longer, which means that she's going to be able to do even more damage like that. There you go. Check how the aura energy will slowly decrease on them. On some of them. Even on Amoledia, it just did. On all of them. That's the mechanic for this team, guys, for this new school of damage. So even though we were kind of like, in a way or another, expecting to see more single target damage from the Radiance, because we already have Rally, which do very good AoE damage, it seems like we ended up with another school of damage for the Radiance that is specialized on AoE rather than single target, right? And you see, even though he is built mainly for damage, he just doesn't provide such a good damage as she does, for example, right? But Amolady actually put in pretty good numbers. What we're going to do right now, we're going to go into the Grave of Venom. I do not see this school of damage as a good team for the Temporal Vortex, for example. I really don't think they're going to be very effective. They might be very effective versus the Chief Challenge bosses, but that's something that I'm not 100% sure if it will be the case or not. We're going to go versus stage 17. I haven't really built a team for this. The mechanics changed on the boss, and from what I'm seeing, either they're attacking like the lowest HP characters. I haven't actually read the skills on the boss. I've just climbed to the highest possible stage, right? But we're going to put it on 2x speed just so you guys can see. The boss is applying debuffs now. So that defense down landed on 2 enemies. Amoladia is going to take her turn, and most likely the defense down will move to others if we do not kill them, okay? So you see, it's going for the lowest HP, I think. I think that's the whole trick right now. It will target the ally with the lowest HP. It was like this on the old version in Season 1, if I remember it correctly. So we have Amoladia going in again. I'm not really noticing when she actually gets to do a counter attack or anything. If she gets hit, it's still not 100% chance for it to happen, right? But that should consume aura energy whenever that happens. And it's just the perfect example here because we're not destroying this this dungeon right now. Okay, and we did consume some of that aura energy. It might be just a random ally rather than the lowest HP. Or we just increased our HP to such a level. It's not like a crazy speed farming team or anything like that. They do need time to scale and do better damage rather than just coming like a Dauntless or a Poison or heck, even a Wild team where they're just bang, bang, boom, game over, right? They take time to build up and actually do the damage. But we have pretty good numbers. 5 million damage from Amoladia, no full talents. The gear is good, but it's really nothing too crazy. That's how I've built them. This is with the exclusive artifact. You see we're getting HP and crit damage rather than attack. Takes 15% less damage from single target attacks. What I'm a bit curious to do is she gonna die? Probably, right? She must die. Like, there's no way in hell she's gonna survive all that. Because if she's a target, she will counterattack more. And we should be able to see, actually, more counterattacks from her and stuff. But let's see. Yeah, it's definitely random. That joint attack with the harp is random. Okay, so she can be an amazing... Like, right now, she has such a crazy high HP that a boss is barely scratching her. Just because of that passive and the way these characters work, right? Which is pretty damn crazy. It's hard to see the counterattack because I think the counterattack is just like the basic attack, which I don't think is doing much. So it's not like the battle skill or the ultimate skill. It's just counterattacking with that basic attack, you know, which it might not be that special. But right now we managed to clear this faster with her as a tank, funny enough. And I'm curious if she pushed in a bit of more damage. She did around 600k, but that might as well be just some RNG. This might be an option too. That's how the aura mechanic works, guys. I'm not too impressed with that counterattack and stuff. I feel like for a new school of damage, not being able to clear even this dungeon faster than it is might be a bit underwhelming. Like, why would I go for them when I can just use Frost or use something else, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love. Don't forget to use code Skratch to claim free rewards, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.